What's up guys, my name is Asli from Alpha here. Welcome back to my channel. Before we share our current status, let us take you back to where it all started and start appreciating the achievement that we've made so far. My hair loss journey all started after graduation. This is when I realized that I needed to step up my game in life. No more partying and living in the edge without financial needs. During this period, I noticed celebrities from Hollywood, Bollywood and footballers started implanting hairs. The ones that most stood out to me was Jamie Foxx, Salman Khan and Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney is one of the most successful footballers. He started playing for Everton at the age of 16 and made football history by becoming Manchester United top scorer at all time 15 years. He served as a manager of Derby County up until June 2022 when he sent his resignation after finishing a troublesome season where the club suffered from financial issues and regulation. However, Wayne Rooney has been known more than his talent on the pitch and so his battle against hair loss. But what is the truth at heart of Wayne Rooney's hair transplant surgery rumors? Did he really undergo surgery? And if so, was it successful or failure? Obviously this depends on your point of view, but according to Wayne Rooney's tweet, just to confirm all my followers, I've had a hair transplant. I was going bald at age 25, why not? I'm delighted with the result. I had it done at the Harley Street Clinic in London. So you can imagine that Wayne Rooney's tweet is basically confirming that it was successful. Another celebrity that stood out to me was Jamie Foxx's hair transplant, which is extraordinary and is clearly made a huge transformation on his facial features. Around year 2000, Jamie Foxx started slowly receding. In 2004, Jamie and Salman Khan both got hair transplant, which looks like FUT. FUT is a surgery that they actually take the skin off the back of your head and they implant at the front, which leaves a scar. So you can see here Jamie cleverly covers his scars with this head tattoo that he gifted himself as a birthday. Of course, Jamie and Salman have never said anything about going under the knife, so all of that hair transplant speculation is just conjecture. While Jamie is no stranger to shaving his head, the evidence of changing his hairline came when he grew back his hair in. In photo from before an alleged hair transplant, Jamie's hairline is noticeably further back. These days, Jamie has a full head of hair, as he's likely going to remain tight-lipped about the mystery of his stronger hairline. And then there is me. Fast forward the years to 2020, I've inquired and started thinking of hair transplant, but due to other commitments and lack of research, I've postponed my research. You ask yourself which clinic is the best. All of those Hollywood celebrities, you ask yourself how did they get the hair transplant as early stage with amazing results? It baffles you, it makes you angry. They've got lucky, they were born into well. On the other side, you've been told hair loss is due to genetics, water, hair products, air pollution, stress, unhealthy food. Nothing more, nothing less. You came to harsh realization, it's rigged game. It's been rigged game from the start, and you're on the losing side of it.
Unfortunately, no one can be told.
But what if I told you you were wrong? What if I told you there is a way of getting the actual equation to hair loss, a science behind the way of hair loss works, a way of retaining your hair? Would you call me a liar for saying so? I promise you I'm not, and by the end of this video you will understand. There is a side to the coin that you've not been shown, but I warn you, the road is tough. It's filled with struggle, commitment and dedication. It will need swallowing some difficult pills, and let me be clear, there are many of you who will not make it to the end of this road, but for those of you that do, at the end of the road it lies happiness and confidence beyond what you thought you could attain at the end. At the end of the road lies freedom, never have to worry about hair loss again. So, are you with me? Still with me? So let's not waste any more time. What do you really think about hair loss? Is it something that's passed down based on genetics or inherited? Is it due to stress? Are you desperate to gain your hair back? Have you been thinking of hair transplant? The truth is, I was influenced by a close friend of mine who had FUE procedure 2 years prior. Fast forward to current year, this same individual encouraged me because of his results, and then Asli Tarcan's name was given to me. I initially had other clinic in mind due to its price lower than Asli Tarcan. However, my friend out-talked me, and one reason that pivoted my decision was pay once and get decent result, or pay the mistake of fixing a cheap hair transplant. Although we know this is purely business as it is a cosmetic surgery, so I first went and had a consultation with the same clinic as Wayne Rooney in London. I was quoted around 11,000 for 3,000 grafts. This made my decision with Asli Tarcan a lot easier. I then booked my procedure 28th of March, which went ahead according to the plan, and the rest are documented here on this channel. Have you been influenced by your upbringing and environment? If you were born in a family that had baldness growing up, then you are more inclined to believe that you will grow up with hair loss. All passion from this video was never about hair loss, it was about one valuable feeling that we all need, the feeling that we will never be able to conquer, which is self-doubt. The inner sound that's always talking us down, which makes you settle less than your potential. And because you have been settling below your potential, you go to work, come back home, watch a telly and sleep, and repeat the cycle day in, day out until you retire. Or perhaps you're fine with that reality. Perhaps you have no choice but to get hair transplant and make change. And if that's the case, you have nothing to worry about. Most of you have got from this video a little entertainment and maybe change of perspective, but there are those of you that understand the other side of the hair transplant is not the answer. So I need to remind you, stop worrying about hair loss and start eating healthy. So today's video is not to stop you or encourage you to have a hair transplant, but I would urge you to think through before you go ahead with this process. For those who are still here, this is what you could expect about 4 months hair transplant, and you can see that my hair is starting to grow a lot dense and my temples are still showing a bit of light, but I'm really pleased with the progress that I'm making so far, and this video was made for educational purpose only for those who want to go ahead for the surgery like this, so that way you know what you are getting up to. Till next time, stay legend.